my current thoughts on our real estate market. I talk a lot when I'm with clients, and a lot of people always ask, and I have the series that I do with the numbers of how's the market, and that is the number one question all real estate agents get asked or realtors get asked. And my current thoughts on the market is I think we've stabilized a little bit from the beginning of the year. We've been in a seller's market for majority of the year, and we're still in a seller's market, meaning that the inventory currently out there is low, and that's favors the seller, meaning the lack of supply or lack of homes for sale, mixed in with the demand of buyers, meaning a lot of buyers looking for homes, that favors the seller. So lack of inventory, a lot of demand. What happens is the sale price increases, which we have seen basically happening fairly consistently over the last couple of years. And then also the fact that homes beginning of the year, I think with the late winter, we're typically would see homes starting to come on in April, and we were almost till June before the big wave of homes came in, and we had a lot of buyers, and there was especially a few months ago, there was a big crunch of people looking for homes and a lot of multiple offers, and I've seen that kind of cool off a little bit. I wouldn't say that it's totally stabilized. We're definitely still in a seller's market, but I think we've had a little bit more stability in the last couple months than we have over the beginning of the year. So that's a good thing. I think going forward, though, I don't really expect us to be into a buyer's market anytime soon. I'm very bullish on Plattsburgh, and I think part of the reason is I think there's a lot of good things coming to the area. I've talked to a couple local leaders that we have in the area, and they're extremely pro North Country. And I think part of the reason being is they're at the front lines and they see what's happening, and for them to have this real positive outlook on our area, I think validates a lot of my positivity of the area. And I think how that translates to the real estate market is that companies are going to invest here, and what's going to happen is obviously if companies are investing, jobs are going to increase. Now, will that mean people coming to the area? Yes, it will, but it will also mean a lot of people in the area are going to have opportunities for hopefully better jobs, higher paying jobs, and what that allows them now to do is maybe buy a home. Maybe they've been renting. This will allow them to purchase. And if new people are coming to the area, they're obviously going to need housing. So what I find is I think we're in a housing shortage right now, and I think that's going to continue to increase. And with the cost of building right now, it's very tough to say, well, hey, we have all this land for sale or land that we could turn into building lots, so let's do it. Well, obviously the builders have to make a profit on it, or it makes no sense for them to spend the time to build. So what we're starting to see too now is that I think I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. What I think is going to happen is we're going to get people, or we're going to get out of town, either developers or builders coming to our area to invest in our area, knowing that, hey, this is someplace that we can build. We know there's people that are going to purchase and need homes, and it's a good investment of our time and energy and money, and we're going to see a turnaround and a profit. I think our average price is just going to continue to climb, and barring anything outside of the real estate industry, I don't think we're going to have any other housing problems with lending. I think that's been the lending practices have gotten very, very, very disciplined on their lending practices, meaning there's buyers now, there's more things they need to provide and more, I won't say hoops to jump through, but there's more regulations and guidelines they have to be met from 10 years ago. Those are now in place, and those have now become the norm. So people now are more able to get loans, which is a great thing. And what happens though is now we're at a shortage of inventory, is that there's a lot of people looking for homes that just can't find homes. And I think we're going to continue to see that until we can get obviously the new development and new houses coming into the market, because I don't think we're going to have a lot of people leaving the area, not as much as we're going to have people that can afford or want to move to the area. So that is a very good thing for the area in regards to population, in regards to businesses coming in. And I again, talking with local leaders, I know there's a couple some cool things coming to the area, whether that be business or different projects or developments that are coming in, which I'm extremely excited about. But hopefully this will translate to our area. And again, I think the only thing that would stop us from a money standpoint is if there was an economic downturn, something outside of our industry that would affect people's income, which would have forced them to have trouble paying their mortgage. I don't think it's going to be from the mortgage industry or the housing industry specifically. It would be something to the effect of, I don't know, people losing jobs because factories, the price of gas goes up, or minimum wage, or there's all these different things that could happen that could affect certain businesses, and maybe that won't help the economic climate, or people might have trouble paying off or paying their mortgage. So I'm very bullish on the area being growing. The housing market, I think, is going to be a little bit behind in regards to the availability of homes, but I think that will eventually catch up. Everything catches up and balances out over time. I just think we're going to be a little bit short, so we're going to be in this housing shortage, I think, for a few more years until that turns around, but I think it will turn around probably within the next, 3 to 5 years. I think we'll start finding a little bit more balance, which would be cool.